Making a Bicycle, Invisible Magic Wand, Book 7, by Lois Wickstrom. Every year on his unbirthday, Caspian finds an unusual present hiding under his bed. Grandpa promised it will always be something he doesn't expect. But this year, Caspian asked his grandpa, "Could I have a bicycle for my unbirthday?" "What's unusual about a bicycle?" asked Grandpa. "Unbirthday presents are always different from ordinary birthday presents." "But I want a bicycle," said Caspian. "Maybe we'll think of something," said Grandpa. The next morning, when Caspian opened his special box, he found a small envelope filled with flakes of dust. The label read, "Baking up dust." This certainly was unexpected. But what was he supposed to do with it? He took the envelope to the kitchen. Grandpa was waiting for him. "Looks like we're supposed to bake something," said Caspian. "What would you like to bake?" asked Grandpa. Let's make a bicycle," said Caspian hopefully. "We can try, but it won't be an ordinary bicycle. It won't be anything you expect," warned Grandpa. "Make a list of the parts you need." "We need a bigger bowl," said Grandpa as he pulled the laundry tub from under the sink. Caspian dumped in the flour. Grandpa added oil and eggs. Caspian shook in salt. Grandpa poured in honey and milk. They both stirred and stirred and stirred some more. Caspian asked, "When do we add the baking up dust?" Grandpa smiled. "That's where the unexpected part happens. We'd better close all the doors and windows." "Oh, it's an experiment," said Caspian. He put small lumps of dough on the rolling mat. He shaped it into a bicycle bell, put it onto a cookie sheet, and slid it into the oven. When it was done, it had puffed up into a nice round bell. "A bell is supposed to be round," said Grandpa. "Good job." "But I don't want my bicycle to be a round ball," said Caspian. Caspian broke the second lump into two pieces and rolled each one into the shape of a bicycle seat. Then he shook up some flakes of baking up dust on both pieces. When he took the dough out of the oven, each piece had pulled up into a hollow bicycle seat shape. "A bicycle seat is supposed to be puffy," said Grandpa. "Good job." "But I don't want my bicycle to be all puffy," said Caspian. "Then it would be too wide for me to sit on." Caspian picked up the third lump and rolled it into the shape of a handlebar. "This time, I want to sprinkle the dust all over the whole thing." Baking up dust swirled all over the room. "Good job," said Grandpa. That was unexpected. When the dust settled, Caspian swept the floor. Grandpa poured it back into the envelope. They put the handlebar into the oven. Once the dough was hot, the dust sparkled blue. When Caspian opened the oven door, the handlebar floated out. It flew around the room, bouncing off the walls and ceiling. Caspian climbed the ladder and cut the handlebar. He asked, "If I use enough dust, will the whole bicycle fly?" "You'll have to do the experiment to find out," said Grandpa. Caspian and Grandpa continued shaping pieces out of dough, adding baking up dust, and placing the pieces into the oven. As each part floated out of the oven, Caspian caught it and gave it to Grandpa to hold. When all the parts were done baking, Grandpa held the frame while Caspian attached the first wheel. The bike lifted Grandpa into the air. Caspian attached the back seat so Grandpa could sit. When the bike was complete, Caspian climbed down and shouted, "Let's go!" "I'll open the door," said Grandpa. Grandpa squeezed Caspian's shoulder. "Congratulations, you baked up a great unbirthday surprise." "Thanks, Grandpa. This was the best unbirthday present ever," exclaimed Caspian.